Hi, I'm Lisa. Welcome to my channel. This is my random recipes. These are the condiments. I have a guest here today, Sneakers is coming for a visit. I'm currently working my way through the sauces. As promised, today's recipe is from Southeast Asia. I used to work with a lady who was from Thailand. She was always feeding people and she was always willing to share recipes. This recipe is from her. Today's recipe is one of my personal favorites. I'm going to be making peanut sauce. I can go a really long time and then it's like all of a sudden, ooh, I need peanut sauce. And it's not a want, it's a need. This is authentic. This is the real deal. And it's really good stuff. If you like peanut sauce, I think you're going to like this one. It does involve using the stove, so I will be moving over there. Let's head over to the stove. Let's get to work. Here over at the stove, I'm going to turn the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so there's quite a few ingredients in this. I will list them off as I go. First of all, we're going to start with 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. And then we have 1.5 tablespoons of minced garlic. We're going to drop that in, and then we're supposed to let that bloom for a moment. It should just take a moment or two because garlic doesn't take long for it to bloom just once you start to smell it. All right, so we have sizzle. Next, we add 2 tablespoons of red curry paste. So this is 2 tablespoons of red curry paste. Okay, so the next, you can vary the amount of peanut butter that you use on how much compared to how much coconut milk you use. This, you can use anywhere from 1 to 3 cans of coconut milk. I'm going to use 2 today, so I went down the middle for the peanut butter. You can use 3/4, 1 cup, or 1.5 cups of peanut butter. The recipe calls for creamy. I have used creamy and I have used chunky. I prefer the chunky, so that's what I'm using today. And in goes the peanut butter. Now, 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. So next is 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder. Now I'm going with 1/4 teaspoon for spices right now. You can always add more. Can't take it out once it's in. And then this is 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne powder and 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. And then this is where the coconut milk comes in. I'm going to use 2 cans today. I'll put one in at a time. Give it a little stir. And then come back with the second one. See, now the color is starting to take on that classic peanut sauce color. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting there. Okay, I think I can go ahead and add my second can of coconut milk now. Okay, we just stir to combine. Okay, and so I'm supposed to bring this to a simmer. Let me add this is 1/2 teaspoon of fish sauce. Now I'm supposed to bring this to a simmer, stirring occasionally until the sauce is thick and smooth, minus the peanut chunks. While this is simmering, I am going to be making some chicken skewers. It's one of the foods that are commonly served with peanut sauce. This is an old waffle iron that I have. It's so old that I have to put a souffle cup under the corner because it's missing one of its legs. It gets very hot. The reason I like this particular waffle iron is because I can switch the plates over so they don't have the waffle, but they just have a flat griddle kind of surface. So I'm going to put these in here. I have these chicken skewers. I can only fit a few at a time. I could probably do 3 or I'll only do 3 more, but I'd have to do them from the other end. I guess I'm going to close this down, sort of like a pool. Let's see if I think I'll turn them over. I want to make sure they get cooked all the way through. Don't want undercooked chicken. All right, close her down again. Let's check on these. That looks pretty good. Let's take these off. Yep, that looks good. We'll do a few more at a time. Gives my sauce a chance to simmer and thicken. Chicken breast meat cut into strips. I marinated in an Italian dressing for a couple of hours and then skewered them before I began working. Now, if you don't have a waffle iron that works the way mine does, I'm sure you could do them on a barbecue grill. You could do them on a cast iron skillet or other heavy frying pan. Flip them over. If you're going to use wooden skewers, you want to soak them in water for at least 30 minutes before you start cooking with them. Otherwise, they could go up in flames. Okay, that looks good. Cool. I can. Oh, that one's not quite done. Let's give that one another minute. That one too. Put another one in there. Well, I'm going to pause my camera for right now. You don't need to watch me cook. Viewers, it's kind of like watching paint dry. So I'll come back when we're done. All right. Well, I'm back. One really good thing about this peanut sauce recipe is that you can adjust it up or down depending on your needs. You can make quite a large quantity of it if you like to, or you can just use less coconut milk and make a smaller batch. It does require some specialty ingredients, but that's what makes it authentic. I have a new setup. Ta-da! Surprise! I'll show you more as I go along. My equipment was beginning to fail me, so it was time to get something new. And rather than buying a lot of different specialty machines, I wanted to go with one or maybe two pieces of equipment that would just do pretty much everything for me. I bought myself this lovely new stand mixer. It was too tall for my counter, so I had to buy a counter to put it on. So I bought this new lovely counter that has a lot of nice features. One of which is that I'm taller and higher up, so that when I'm visiting with you, I'm not sitting down on the table so low. But it also has this lovely drop leaf feature, so I can sit here and we can have our visits. Well, how would you like to help me name my stand mixer? I'll wait a few weeks to give her a name so that you folks can have a chance to send me your suggestions through the comments, okay? Plus, I'm excited to see what suggestions for names you come up with. I'm sure you're going to be seeing a lot of this machine going forward. Now, in the meantime, back to peanut sauce. Turn this down so you can see. Here's the peanut sauce. It has thickened up rather nicely, and as it cools, it will thicken a bit more. And then these are my chicken skewers, so guess what I'm having for dinner tonight? Let's try this out and see how it goes. I'm going to pick a smallish one to start with. I'm going to actually slide it off of the skewer. I'm going to dunk it into my peanut sauce. Turn this up so you can see my reaction. Dripping. Good stuff. That's about 1.5 stars. It's not quite too wet. It's kind of mild. It could be a little bit more. There could be just a little bit more spice to it, but that's up to you. Good stuff. Next time I will be making an Italian sauce recipe. Please come back next time for more on that. If you have any questions or other feedback for me, please feel free to reach out to me in the comments. I would really love to hear from you. And then also, I'm excited to see what kind of names you're going to come up with for the stand mixer. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. I want to say welcome to my new subscribers, and I want to say thank you to those of you who keep watching me week after week. I really do appreciate you. And I want to say thank you to Al. She was the lady who gave me this recipe for the peanut sauce. She is a great cook and a good friend. And thank you for coming along with me on my journey through the condiments and especially through the sauces. I'll see you again next time. Bye.